So I'm Vanessa. I'm data coordinator for data protection in GHGA. And today I have the pleasure to moderate this webinar. And so officially welcome everybody to the de.NBI, ELIXIR Germany and GHGA knowledge series. Our aim with this webinar series is is empowering research and focus on practical bioinformatics and data management. And today we have a speaker from de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany. It's Daniel Wibberg, and he will talk about the research data ecosystem that de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany are building up, and later on goes more hands-on, and he will show us how to use the de.NBI cloud properly. So de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany will be introduced by Daniel. That's the reason I will briefly introduce GHGA for those of you that already don't know who we are. GHGA is the acronym for the German Human Genome-Phenome Archive, and we are a national secure omics data infrastructure. Our aim is to provide fair and controlled access to data while ensuring data security. So we work in compliance with the data protection law, especially the GDPR. And in doing that, we foster genomic research, and we are making it sustainable. And we are a federated network of 6 data hubs across Germany, coordinated at Heidelberg, at the KfZ, so Deutsche Krebsforschungszentrum in Heidelberg. And we are an NFTI consortium. And we are also international. We have also international connections. We are the German node to European initiatives such as the Federated European German Archive. Okay, if you wish to have more information about GHGA, so please go to the website or sign up to our newsletters so you can stay tuned. Our speaker today is Daniel Wibberg. He made his PhD in genomics and transcriptomics of Rhizoctonia solani, and actually since 2015 is de.NBI training coordinator. And as you know, for this job involves different roles. So depending on the tasks you need to take care of. So sometimes, some days he's more bioinformatician and genome researcher. Some days is more a full data manager, and days like today, for example, he is trainer. So welcome, Daniel. It's a pleasure to have you here, and now the floor is yours.
Thank you, Vanessa, for the kind introduction. And let me see, where's my presentation? Then I will start introducing you to de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany and the de.NBI cloud and its role in building an RDM ecosystem. So here a short overview about the talk today. So I will introduce you first to de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany. Then I will talk about service, training, and the de.NBI cloud, followed by, I would say, the latest developments in the de.NBI universe. So Simple VM as a very important add-on of the de.NBI cloud, and a quite important partner project of de.NBI, de.CAD-CD, the Cloud Computing Meets RDM project. So as mentioned before, I will start with an introduction to de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany. First to de.NBI, because de.NBI exists since 2015, so it's the first German network for bioinformatic infrastructure. As you see here, the corresponding partners are spread around Germany. At the moment, we have 24 partners in de.NBI, but we also accept so-called associated partners to have also some kind of a dynamic network. These partners are divided in so-called service centers. So we have 8 service centers for 8 different topics in bioinformatics, from human bioinformatics to microbial bioinformatics, plant bioinformatics. We have topic-based service centers like the RNA bioinformatics service center and the service center for proteomics and lipidomics. We have a service center that is focusing on workflows. And in our portfolio, there are also large databases like Brenda, Silva, with more than 100,000 users per month. And last but not least, we have a service center about data management and systems biology. In total, you will see also some photos about the network. We have about 150 members. So about 70 people are directly employed by de.NBI, and the others are associated people that work in kind here for de.NBI. So the difference between de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany is only, I would say, the focus. So de.NBI is focusing more on national aspects, whereas ELIXIR Germany is focusing on European aspect because it is one of the national nodes of the European bioinformatics network ELIXIR. So we are here since August 2016 in this network, and there we are involved in all kind of different aspects that go in the direction standardization of bioinformatics in Europe. So that goes from compute things to data to training. Of course, that's my job mainly. And we are also here involved in several so-called communities where a specific topic is, I would say, the main focus of this group. But yeah, everything here in these groups are discussed in that direction, bioinformatics. So you need to recognize here that there are 2 names, but it's one consortium. So the 24 partners that operate de.NBI operate also here ELIXIR Germany. For such a large network, you need also a large administration office. So the heads here, Alexander Schürber from Bielefeld, I would say he's also, or he belongs more or less also to Forschungszentrum Jülich. And there's Oliver Kohlbracher from Tübingen, and both are scientific spokesmen of de.NBI and also ELIXIR Germany head of nodes. And the other people in the administration office have a specific role. So for example, my role here is training coordinator. And yeah, my colleagues have other positions here. And I would say we are only the administration office. We are many more, as you see here on the photo at our last annual meeting that is called All Hands Meeting. So, and I would say this is the overview of what de.NBI really offers or provides to the German and European scientific community. So we have here 4 different tiers. So I will go in detail through the tiers on the next slides. But here a few insights. So we offer services, quite a lot of bioinformatic tools and services. We have a broad training program with lots of different courses. We offer cloud resources to academia in Germany. And we have also, for the exchange between academia and industry, Industrial Forum. And yeah, I want to present here why de.NBI is so deeply involved in RDM things. And I would say the real kickoff of this direction was during the ELIXIR Converge project. This ELIXIR Converge project was a project between 2020 and 2023. And the basic idea of this project was standardization and professionalization of RDM practices in the life science, and also bringing tools, training, and these kind of things in the direction of the European Open Science Cloud. Key goals, of course, harmonization of data stewardship things and fair data practices across all ELIXIR nodes. So ELIXIR consists of 21 partners here. So it's, I would say, a pan-European project. Yeah, here an additional thing was that researchers should be enabled to use efficiently the RDM services to organize, store, and share life science data. And the members of ELIXIR wanted to develop tools, standards, training material for data management aspects. And the main outcomes in this project were the RDM kit that is also presented afterwards here in my talk, different national data management networks, a strong collaboration between life scientists and bioinformaticians, and of course RDM courses and training material that I will also present on one of my slides. So first I want to talk about the services of de.NBI and the corresponding RDM services we provide. So in the service portfolio of de.NBI, we offer at the moment about 140 tools. And this portfolio is, I would say, quite diverse. So it includes databases, workflows, tools that you can directly download somewhere, GitHub repositories where you can download software. We offer software libraries for people that are deeply involved in programming and want to use libraries for their tools. We offer web services, and last but not least, we offer consulting. So you can also come to us and ask, for example, for help when you want to submit your proteomics data to PRIDE, and there's a specific expert consultation service that we offer. And last but not least, we further maintain here in this service aspect here tools, and we want to have here quite good quality. We collect here KPIs to measure quite a lot of things and to see, okay, this is maybe a tool that should be retired, or we should think about new tools in our portfolio. So this is quite dynamic here. Two examples what we offer in the field of RDM services. There's the Cenome-Seq and Cenome-Hub tool. So I would say both are two different names, but there's one tool in background. So Cenome-Seq is the local tool that you can download and install, and the Cenome-Hub is the tool that is, I would say, available via a web platform. And this tool offers a platform for managing, sharing, and publishing life science data with your colleagues. And in addition, there's the RDM kit. RDM kit is for me like a Wikipedia. So it offers quite a lot of pages about guidance, tools, best practices for handling research data across different life sciences. And here are some insights in the tool. So for the Cenome-Hub, it's available via cenomehub.org. You just need to register, and then you come to a quite easy to handle graphical user phase where you can upload your data, where you can manage access. And I would say this platform goes directly in the direction fairness. So everything that you do there is for publishing and sharing data on the as fair as possible. Here's an example for the RDM kit. So it's available via rdmkit.elixir-europe.org. And here's a page for the human data domain, where you see it has normally quite standardized structure. It starts with an introduction, with a planning, processing, preserving, sharing, reusing. So all of the different pages are developed among the data lifecycle. So in the training field, we are also quite active. So since 2015, we offered there more than 550 training courses. Quite a lot of people were involved in these courses. So at the moment, there are more than 300 trainers and helpers involved, and we had more than 60,000 participants in our courses. And on the next slide, you see also some development. So we started with, I would say, a core amount of training courses in 2015. And over the years, we developed quite a lot of things. We saw, okay, these courses are of high interest, especially Galaxy training courses. And also due to the aspect that there was this Converge project, we also started developing data management project training courses. And I would say our training portfolio is quite broad, from typical beginner courses like learn programming in Python or R. But I would say almost everything here is included, or we tested quite a lot of things. And quite a lot of topic-based things like metagenome courses, genomic courses, courses in the field of machine learning, deep learning. We also train trainers with formats like Train the Trainer or the Training Clinic. So a very broad portfolio. And here are a few examples of training courses of focusing on RDM training. Here we have quite a lot of collaboration with different NFDIs. So we have a human data management course in our portfolio that we offer together with GHGA. We have a course that is more focusing on microbial research data in collaboration with NFDI for microbiota. And we have a course together with FairAgro and DataPlant that is focusing on plant and agriculture research data. And as mentioned before, we don't only think in the user direction, we also think in the trainer direction. Therefore, we developed the RDM trainer network meeting as an additional format to bring trainers together, to have an exchange platform, to talk about how to improve RDM training courses. And last 2 years ago, we had a meeting in Berlin, and this year we were part of the organizing committee for the event in Jena, and there will be also another event. So due to my best knowledge, it will take place in Vienna, also in 2027. But it's not that fixed at the moment that I can really show here. An overview what we present there and where and these kind of things. And in de.NBI we have also other flagship events where we support RDM. So we offer a summer school program. It is not only yearly. Sometimes we offer 2 schools per year, sometimes 1. During Corona, it was no summer school, but normally it's an annual thing. Over the years, we had more than 2,000 applicants and just 500 participants, and we offered 2 different RDM summer schools. One in Gatersleben in 2023 and one in Braunschweig in 2018. And another large event that we offer is the Biohackathon Germany. This is also an annual event that we offer since 2022. Here we want to bring together bioinformaticians, data managers, researchers from the life science, from Germany and all over the world. So we had, for example, last year also people from Japan joining the Biohackathon. And this Biohackathon offers an intensive week of hacking, discussing, and also social events. So you need also, I would say, beside the working area, something else to have also this cozy feeling and to be more effective in the end. And these events took place since 2024, as I said before. We accepted always between 9 and 10 on-site projects, and there was always minimum one online project, and we had quite a lot of participants, so between 150 and 200 participants. And this year we will offer this Biohackathon Germany in Walsrode, and we have also 11 nice projects, mainly this year in the direction large language models, and training is also this year a very important point. But we also have here over the years several RDM projects that we supported with the Biohackathon Germany, going in different directions from creating tools and also different discussion formats. And as mentioned before, there's also our industrial forum, that is the branch between the academia and the industry. It includes almost 50 companies from Germany, Austria, Luxembourg, and Switzerland. And we have also every year an industrial forum event. So there's also the link on the slide. This year we will talk about AI and quite a lot of different topics that are umbrellaed here under the topic AI. So now I will go on with the de.NBI Cloud. So what is the de.NBI Cloud? The de.NBI Cloud provides a compute infrastructure that is free of charge. When you have a German PI, that's the most important aspect here because of legal aspects. And with this de.NBI Cloud, we want to offer the compute power to the German research community. So I would say in the beginning of de.NBI, there was just service and training. And during a reviewer meeting, we discussed quite a lot of things also with the former BMBF. And then the BMBF said, okay, de.NBI needs also a compute component. And it started quite small. And over the years, we were able to recruit more and more money. And you see it grew and grew. And it is at the moment one of the largest academic clouds in Germany. I would say the most important aspect here, it includes a single sign-on system that is based on the life science login. So that's an AI that is used in quite a lot of different projects, and it is developed by the Czech or people from the Czech Republic. And we trying to bring this cloud to the community, that the cloud can use the cloud for different use cases, from hosting their own services there, from training courses. I will also talk about how you can run your training courses on the cloud, and also processing of sensitive data is here a point, because the de.NBI Cloud fulfills several standards for sensitive data. No? So how the cloud works. So in the de.NBI Cloud, there are 4 different types that you can apply for. So there's the open stack. That's, I would say, the most still most used version. I will talk about how these different types will differ. So there is also Kubernetes. It's also an industrial thing. SimpleVM is our own development. I will talk about SimpleVM later on, and also Use Galaxy is running on the de.NBI Cloud, and I will also talk about Use Galaxy in more detail. But how the typical application process to run your own project on the de.NBI Cloud looks like. So everything starts with a typical registration for a life science account and for the membership in the de.NBI virtual organization. Then the next step is you need to submit an application. So an application is I would say, an abstract or in summary how your project should look like, or what you want to do in this kind of projects. These projects were then reviewed by our Cloud Access Committee, and normally when you submit your application, you will frequently update it with quite a lot of email things. So if there are some questions by the committee, you will directly always ask, what's this, what's that? And normally this process is quite fast. So typically after 24 hours, you get the first reaction when you submit your application, and normally after 1 week, if your application is suitable and goes in the right life science direction, I would say, then normally after maximum 1 week, you have your project. And then you can directly use the resources for your project. So yeah, here's a short overview about the different types. So OpenStack and Kubernetes are typical types when you are more an expert and you are able to configure your environment by your own. So Kubernetes is especially good for services and container orchestration. OpenStack is the system to go when you think about infrastructure virtualization. When you are a beginner or you are not really coming from the informatics or bioinformatics field, then I would suggest to use Simple VM, because it's a very beginner-friendly interface where almost everything is pre-configured and you only have to click a few things and then you are ready. And if you don't want to install something, or maybe you just want to run one command, then the use Galaxy variation is the easiest thing to go, because it just needs a password and login. And then you can directly work in a graphical user interface, and you can compose there directly workflows. Yeah, so for what kind of use cases you should use the de.NBI Cloud, especially for workflows and software with with high dynamic resources. So when you really want to run large data sets, when you highly want to parallelize your workflows for different web services, I would say there are quite a lot of use cases, as you see here. Also for sensitive data and processing and storage, it's possible. Especially our sites at the Charité and in Tübingen have the corresponding standards for these. And so the cloud can be used for quite a lot of things. And it is also, I would say it could be even more users, but as you see here, we have at the moment about 1,500 projects there, almost 5,000 users. And also the user crowd is growing and growing, but we still look for more users. So if you're interested, I would highly recommend to use the de.NBI Cloud. And you see also that that more and more people use the Simple VM version, because for just using it's very simple to configure everything and to run it directly. It's a very good thing, because I would say in the beginning we started with 100% OpenStack instances here. And you see here these are really the users that are registered on the cloud, but there are also more users behind other tools like Galaxy or Eggnog or Beagle or Silva NGS, and there are many other tools in the de.NBI ELIXIR Germany universe that use the de.NBI Cloud in background for compute resources. So to talk also about Use Galaxy U, why I want to talk about Use Galaxy U, because it's the largest Galaxy instance in Europe. It includes quite a long experience. So since almost 20 years, my colleagues from Freiburg working in the Galaxy field, and I would say it's a server that includes quite a lot of tools directly installed. You see, for example, also on the right side, the GIF running through the different tools. So more than 4,000 tools are installed. I would say the Use Galaxy tool is highly interdisciplinary, because also people in the direction climate research use Galaxy U heavily, and also other disciplines. And internationally, there are more than 300 other public instances, but for the Use Galaxy EU instance, there are more than 130,000 registered users on the system. And Galaxy is here more than a workflow system, but I would say that's the most important part of Galaxy, that you have a graphical user interface where you can easily generate your workflows and make your research as reproducible as possible with the Galaxy instance here. And you see here also the timeline. So it started somehow when the de.NBI cloud also started, and had some problems, but I would say you see it's growing and growing, and also quite a lot of EOS projects were using the Use Galaxy U system for their research for the sub-projects. And 130,000 registered users, that's a high number in life science. So that's for us also a very important platform in the de.NBI portfolio. And beside single persons, also different networks and initiatives use the de.NBI cloud, or we have collaborations with these networks. So especially from the NFDI field, we work here together with GHGA, NFDI for microbiota, NFDI for biodiversity, data plan. So also groups that are somehow involved in the training field with us. We offer the de.NBI cloud also in the NFDE for base environment, and also the de.NBI cloud plays a role in Gaia-X. So that's also a project that goes in the medical field and data analysis. So I want to talk a little bit more about the Simple VM tool. I would say this is our latest baby in the field of cloud computing, and why we developed these tools. So we saw directly that we need a simple interface that streamlines the VM management, enables also beginners to use virtual research environments, also for beginners to offer workshops on the cloud, and also for beginners to offer cluster orchestration. In the beginning, I would say the de.NBI cloud was mainly used by not only bioinformaticians. I would say it goes directly in the direction informaticians, because with the OpenStack system, I would say the idea to have everything everything configurable is a good idea, but it's for the normal user or for the beginner user, it's too much. It takes sometimes many hours to really good configure OpenStack for your work, that we thought, okay, Simple VM is a good idea. And so first time when I was involved in a training course, and where we used the de.NBI cloud in the OpenStack environment, it took us almost 4 hours to bring all people on the same system by configuring everything. and this was too long with our current system. So we had a workshop a few weeks ago. It took us only 30 minutes. Then all users were on the system by using SimpleVM here. Yeah, and that's, I would say, here the advantage. Yeah, you don't need you don't need knowledge about the command line. You don't need any knowledge about scripting. No cloud experience is needed. No system management is needed, and therefore that's the reason also why you saw that quite a lot of people at the moment want to use SimpleVM instead of OpenStack on our system. And here also again a few comparisons. So OpenStack Kubernetes, you can configure everything, but that's normally too much for the typical user. You can also use here yeah, different container systems on the system, but most of the people don't want to use it. Most of the people want to have something pre-configured, just pressing on a button and having then the corresponding container directly installed. And also here for OpenStack and for Kubernetes, you have to think about the security settings. They are also difficult to configure sometimes. So here the point is too complex. And for use Galaxy EU, I would say for beginner also a very good platform when you want to yeah, do some kind of easy things. I would say it's a good platform because it's a good platform when you want to yeah, do small projects with small amounts of data in an easy graphical interface. But in this interface, you are not able to install something. So that's the problem. If you need a certain tool that is not installed on Galaxy, then you're gone. Then you have to think about it, another way to use this tool. Therefore, SimpleVM is here the best way to have a secure and easy to use interface. And here are some points. So you can have here a quick start and use I would say pre-configured sets. You see on the right side that we have that we offer different flavors with different CPUs, RAM, and yeah, root disk amounts. And you can also use here different images that are directly pre-configured, where you just need to select something, and it's directly in your virtual environment afterwards. And there's no installation needed. But of course, if you want to use other things, you can also yeah, install different things by your own. There are also pre-installation of Conda packages available, as you see here. And there's also yeah, you can here directly yeah, go through the different tools that you want to install and select them, and you just need to click here, and then it's directly in your system. So you don't need to think about, okay, do I need another library or this kind of things. It's very easy to install here everything for your own environment. And last but not least, there's also a user management available. So you can directly share your data, your tools with other users. And that makes it also easy to use. What kind of virtual environments we offer? So there, as you see in the picture before, there are several pre-builds available, but we can also yeah, create some customized things. That's, I would say, something that is done by request. And as you see here, easy things are like RStudio or Jupyter Notebook, also used in several training courses. And yeah, it's just a request. And also for me, quite important, this Guacamole remote desktop thingy is also very, very helpful when you work with beginners in training courses, because it directly gives you a graphical user interface like Windows or Mac OS, and the command line is not that in the focus. And maybe also a few words to the workshop module. For the workshop module, you only need to ask the participants to get a life science account, and I would say the participants don't need to install something on their own computers, because sometimes when you have a mixture of different participants, someone has a Mac, someone has a Linux computer, another person with a Windows computer, and they want to run the different tools. It's sometimes difficult, because especially in the bioinformatics field, normally tools only run on Linux, and therefore with this workshop module, it's very difficult to have a pre-configured virtual machine that is then shared between the different participants, that the participants have the complete same system, and also for finding mistakes, it's very easy then. And also for the trainers, it's a plus point. You don't need to think about, oh, I'm here in a different environment. I'm not sure what is the compute resource there. You can use this workshop module on typical laptops, and you can also run here middle to big data things. So it's also quite good for these kind of things. The different points. So it's the registration is open for all different participants. You can create before a template that includes all packages and almost everything that is needed for the course. Then you need to assign the virtual machines to the participants with a simple link. You just need to send a link to the participants, and then during the workshop, the trainers are able to access the virtual machines, and also if something went wrong, you can, as a trainer, also easily solve these kind of problems. And our workshop module here was used in all different kind of formats, from online, on-site, and hybrid workshops. The simple VM system is at the moment not installed on all of our systems, but it is developed here in Bielefeld, at Bielefeld University, which is also an outpost of an outbranch office of the Forschungszentrum Jülich. It is also used at the Charité in Gießen and at the DKFZ in Heidelberg. At the moment, the colleagues in Tübingen trying to install or trying to evaluate if the system is interesting for them. And as mentioned before, at the moment, about 50% of these of the projects run with the simple VM system. And at Bielefeld University, we have also here local installation that is used for teaching in social science courses. So a few summarizing words to simple VM. It's easy to use. That's the most important aspect here. It has common functionalities with powerful extensions for the workshop, for cluster management, and so on. And it is connected to multiple cloud providers. And I would say the vision is of our cloud team to provide this workbench for day-to-day work in different environments. And my last topic of the talk is the GHGA project. That's the German Competence Center for Cloud Technologies and Data Management. And this is, I would say, the latest official de.NBI partner project. So it was born in 2024. And the basic idea is it should combine data management and cloud-based technologies in the direction training and in the direction services. Especially here, reducing the boundaries for data scientists and people that work in the cloud field. Standardization is always a big topic. Bringing FAIR principles more in the research community. Yeah, of course, cloud-based solutions, self-learning, and quite a lot of things. And what are at the moment the topics in the training field? So my colleagues here developed a specific template that is based on Markdown to standardize training material. I would say that the basic idea is here to have also some kind of sustainable training material that is easy to maintain over the years. And with Markdown and the Galaxy, so this Markdown idea is, I would say, somehow copied by the Galaxy Training Network. That's also a large training initiative in the life science field, and they use a similar format. And on the other side, there's, I would say, something like, in German, it's Sprechstunde. So it's a Ask Our Expert session that take place every 2 weeks. And in this session, you can directly ask your question about cloud computing and data management. So this can go in different directions. So in the first session, they had specific topics. So here, the first session was about software management with containers and Bioconda. But I would say they are also customizing these format that you can directly ask your question, and then also a specific session is then offered for you. And for the service field, there are also 2 services available. The de.KCD project offers a platform for data management platforms, so something like a registry where you can have a look, okay, which tool in the data management world is maybe suitable for my approach. And of course, there's a JHA system available that also goes in the direction teaching, especially for Jupyter Hub. And this project started, like I said, 1.5 years ago, and there are still quite a lot of ideas on the to-do list, also mentioned here on the left side. And yeah, I would say in future there will be even more things in the training field and in the service field from de.KCD available. So, summary of my talk. So, I introduced you to de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany. Both are 2 different names, but they are one consortium operated by 24 partners, split it into 8 different service centers. We offer services, also services in the direction RDM. I introduced here FAIR-DOM Hub, FAIR-DOM Seek, and the RDM kit. I talked about training, so de.NBI and ELIXIR Germany are heavily involved in training. We offer quite a lot of training courses. We have collaborations in the training field with other NFDI initiatives, and we offer formats for RDM trainers. We have then as the third pillar the cloud. The cloud is one of the largest academic clouds. There are different methods to use the cloud. There are different formats, and the most important thing is it's free of charge, and you need a German PI for legal aspects. And the latest development on the cloud is the Simple VM, a so-called simple possibility to use virtual machines on the cloud. I showed you the different possibilities from services to also training courses. And last but not least, there's the de.KCD project that tries to combine cloud aspects and data management in different directions in training and services. And yeah, if you want to stay in contact with de.NBI, there are several possibilities. So first of all, there's our webpage at www.de.NBI. There's our quarterly newsletter. So we have also several reports that you can that you can download on our page. And we are active on several social media platforms. And yeah, thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to take some questions.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much for this great. Thank you very much to the audience. Thank you very much to Daniel, and I wish you a nice afternoon and see you in the next webinar. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.